back, everybody. It is round 2 of the OSS 10-year anniversary tournament. And right now, here on Powderhorn Mesa, we have one of our very own spawning in as the yellow Aeon player. It is OSS Sloth. Slothy boy. I haven't seen him in a long time. It's great to see him in this tournament. Everyone loves Sloth. He hasn't been around in a while. He's opening up with 2 quick land factories here. And his opponent on the other side of the map, spawning in as the white Cybran player, it is Hope. Very formidable opponent for Sloth here. And we see Hope is already sending both engineers out to the sides of the map to put down a land factory on the top, and I'm guessing we're going to see, yep, another land factory on the bottom here. So I'm guessing there will be some bot flanks here. Shotja's coming out for Sloth, which is just a mean strategy, and if he manages to shove right up into the middle before these factories really get going, then Hope could have a really hard time dealing with that. These 2 factories on the edges are much slower, being built by engineers, being built late. It's definitely an interesting build. Not sure I've seen this before. Slothy's already striking out. I think I don't know if that engineer is quite, or if that radar rather is quite enough. I don't think it is quite enough to reach these. So I think Sloth is just kind of guessing that he doesn't see anything on the front. So there's probably something going on the sides. First couple of bots do come out, and let's see. They're not headed anywhere in particular other than just the south side of the map here. Meanwhile, Slothy's ACU is getting dangerously close to this northern base here, and he will be pushing it with a point defense. That's just rude, Slothy. I love it. Hope is coming up. Ooh, Control K there. Very well done. A couple of bots did manage to escape. That mass extractor does end up getting built. Shotja's targeting the ACU. And another point defense? Yeah, another point defense goes down for Slothy. Those bots are going to overrun those Shotjas pretty easily. I think these Shotjas need to stay back. Get him back there, Slothy. There he goes. But there is nowhere near enough bots here to really do a whole lot about these point defenses. That is a pretty significant resource investment for Sloth, though. That's 400 mass right there. Could have gone towards something else, like, I don't know, 3 mass extractors. Factory shield goes up there, which is a good combination with the Shotjas. Got to keep them safe, and they can't fire on the retreat, so it's good if they can keep their feet planted. Well, they don't have feet, do they? They float. It's good if they can keep their hover generators planted? I don't know. Still just nothing but Shotjas coming out here. Sloth is sending an engineer up here to get this mass extractor. He should have this on radar. And his ACU is just kind of hanging out here in the middle of nowhere with no support. These bots coming in are going to do a good bit of damage if he's not able to get out of there. But Hope decides to turn around. Sloth's factories are now paused. Not sure what it was that he was trying to get built there, because he unpaused them before that went up, I think. But yeah, the Shotja opening really not working out for Sloth here. It's tough to get it done against bots early in the game with just Shotjas and your ACU. It can be a very powerful strategy, though. Oh, I can't say that I blame Sloth for giving it a try here, but I don't know if it's going to work out for him. There's just too many bots here. He has switched over to tanks now. I think tanks and Shotjas can be a really effective combination here. The tanks can literally just sit out front and tank, while the Shotjas sit in the back and do damage. These bots up here will find this engineer and this mass extractor, and I think both of those are going to go down. And another land factory in the south here for Hope. I think this is a pretty tricky build here from Hope. I think it's working out. It's really paying off. Pretty soon, these bots are going to be getting into the back, causing all sorts of chaos. And My question, though, is where's Hope going to go from here? It's got a few options. He could just continue spamming bots, try and get some arty, go for a megalith. For now, though, we haven't really seen any indication of where that tech might be going. And I'm surprised that these bots have not pushed into the back. Shotchas are pretty slow. These bots can outrun them easily. Or even just split off a few and send them into the back. Totally worth throwing away 3 bots if it causes a lot of distraction. A couple of MMLs coming out for Sloth as well. Yep, here it goes. Here it goes. Right into the back there. Sloth wisely moving that engineer away to the north. Point defense under the factory shield there will provide a lot of defensive cover. It's just out of range of the back of the base, though, so these bots are going to find energy generator, mass extractor, definitely another mass extractor here as well. And this is a rough position for Sloth. He's got a pretty good economy here, but Hope is, I think, tied up with him economy-wise and now manages to pull into the lead with those 2 mass extractors being destroyed. And there's really just not an answer for these bots at the moment. The point defenses are missing a lot. So they will manage to take down 1 bot there. Sloth does not know where the ACU is, though. Hope's down here building research stations to bring him into the mid-game here, and Sloth still doesn't know that. I don't even know. I mean, he's got to know that there's a base here at this point, right? This engineer's got to see at least something, I think. But Sloth is concentrating his push in the center. Engineer will escape. Wow, okay. A little bit of a missed micro by Hope there. Should have turned those bots around to kill that engineer. Would have been an easy pick-off. It looks like Sloth is just going for the main base. I think he maybe wants to try and snipe or something, but again, I don't think he knows where that ACU is. And yeah, Hope's really running away with the economy now. 5 land factories versus Sloth's 3, and looks like Sloth is basically going all in here. Lots of point defenses, forward base going up. And he's just looking to lock down this position and make this into a... Because I mean, Hope made this into a positional game by expanding out to both sides like that and setting up the flank around the center. This is a lot of bots, though, and Sloth needs to be really careful here to avoid a snipe. I'm not sure. I mean, with the point defenses, I think he's got enough. And if he gets a factory shield up, he definitely has enough. Another research station going down for Hope. That'll be the second one so far, and again, no indication just yet as to where this tech is going. A couple of bots are going to slip in the back of Sloth's base here. This engineer ended up diverting to the south, but he's just sitting there not doing anything right now. That's a big pack of bots there, and Sloth just doesn't have that much that shoots down with any sort of good DPS. These factories have been off. I don't know if Sloth realized that these 2 factories were paused. And this one's still spinning, but it doesn't look like it's doing anything. I don't know if Sloth has realized that those factories are off. He's got a much, much smaller army here, and now he's moving out of position and jump jets come in. I don't know if that was necessarily... Well, yeah, okay, he's going to get in position to snipe here, and that's going to be the end of it for Sloth in this match. Sloth does call GG, and the ACU pops. So we're going to be going on to a game 2 here, and we will be right back with that. Don't go anywhere. And in the meantime, you can also check out Nite of Misfortune's stream and Mechanize's stream for some more games in the same tournament here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. It is game 2 of round 2 here on Open Palms. Our first player, Up 1-0 in the series. It is Hope spawning in as the red Cybern player. Throwing down a quick land factory here. And his opponent, my awesome clanmate, spawning in as the yellow Aeon commander. It is Sloth. Going for a quick air factory here. Always an interesting opening going air versus Cybern. And we'll see what he manages to make of it. Usually the idea here is to get map control and keep that Cybern on a low economy so that he can't build up the tech that he needs. Ooh, it's a one research station build as well. This can work out really, really well. Basically trying to out-Cybern the Cybern. It's a very effective build, though, from Hope as well. Waiting on that third factory to expand the economy. Sloth sending a scout over here. And both players, I think, looking to expand towards this northwest section of the map. But Hope having second thoughts, going back to plant down an anti-air tower. This tower is excellently placed. It's going to cover basically both all these mass extractors here and a little bit of that area there as well. Perfect placement. Sloth throwing down a radar, make sure that there's no bot flanks coming in. And that first plane is doing a little bit of bombing, but just one plane's not going to get a whole lot done, right? And Hope is now sending his commander down to the side. So Hope is basically trying to play a expand like crazy sort of style here, which is very similar to what he did in the last map. Basically just expand as far to the sides as you can to create a nice concave. Alright, so land factory queued up for Sloth there. He's going to be looking to transition. Another very well-placed air tower here. I think Sloth is going to... Yep, there's one plane down. Will he lose another one? I don't think so. I think he can get out. Ooh, maybe. Oh, he loses 2 planes. That's awful. When you only have 3 planes, losing 2 planes is a huge deal. So very calm-headed response here from Hope. Oh, my opponent has air. I know exactly what to do. Drop down these 2 air towers and just continue expanding my economy. It's very Zerg-like. I love seeing Cybern played this way. I think this is the way Cybern's meant to be played. A little bit weaker in the early game, strong mid-game, and then huge late game. So far, though, Sloth is developing his economy very well. Those air towers slowed down Hope a little bit. So I think... Is it about even on mass right now? I think it's about even. Okay, where's this flank going? All the way around. Okay, this is going to get picked up by radar probably when it's like right about here-ish. And more land factories queued up as well. Okay, point defense to defend the expansion here. But pretty soon, Hope is going to really start pulling ahead in the economy here. Only 2 factories, all these mass extractors. That mass is going to start building up. Another scout, I think? Is that a scout, or did that... Maybe it was just a errant attack move there or something. Another land factory coming down for Hope as well, just as the second land factory is going up for Sloth. Bombing run here. Sloth doing a real good job of keeping his bombers away from the anti-air tower over here. But this bot attack is taking him by surprise. And, I mean, he's got enough to push it back, but it's going to be annoying. Because they've got a lot of mobility, and they are going to get that mass extractor as well before they retreat. So Sloth once again finding himself on the back foot, both economically and in terms of production here. Still producing planes, but the bot flank is real, and he could easily lose another mass extractor. A research station. That's kind of an odd spot for it, right in the front there. But I guess Hope feels pretty safe over here. He's got anti-air tower, and any anti-air on the factory? Nope, not yet, but could easily get one. little bit of engagement going on up here. That will be, and maybe not. He might take out a mass extractor, maybe two. Yeah, he's going to take that one out. But I don't think there's enough bots here. Ooh, he gets another one too. Not enough bots here, though, to take on the planes and the point defense. Still a solid amount of damage for not a ton of losses. Picking a very good time to retreat is Hope. Another land factory going down. So it looks like this is just going to be another bot spam game. And Sloth getting a little sloppy with his bombers there. Manages to get out without losing any, though, I think. Oh, he's going to lose another mass extractor over here, though. He just doesn't have the DPS to stop it. Excellent bombing run there, though. And Hope is having to, Sloth is having to rebuild a lot of mass extractors here, which is expensive and slows him way down. Another research station. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see jump jets again, or a Mega. Mega would be very effective here as well. A Mega adapter would be great. Sloth really needs to get this economy pumping again if he wants to catch up on production. But now he's going to lose at least one more plane, maybe two. Two down, three down, I think. Not a good start to this little expedition here. He could pick off that engineer, though, and no, he's not going to get it in time. Maybe if he had bombed it on his first pass over, he could have delayed that. More factories, another research station. We haven't really seen any tech out of Sloth yet. I am guessing that, you know, with the land-based composition that he's going for here, I'm guessing it's going to be teleport. Which, 9 minutes into the game, research opener, I think he should be there. He is putting down more energy generators here, so that should be a teleport, but the problem is he just doesn't have that many units. So he's going to have to teleport around the army and try not to take it on, you know, head on. He's got to skirt around it and try to do damage along the fringes and also stay away from that structure detonate. More factories going down. Up to 3 research stations is Hope. And really getting that economy pumping as well. It's just a ton of bots. I think... is that enough? No, it's not enough. Not enough tanks to beat that many bots, I don't think. And Sloth is still producing air. I'm not sure if that's really the best move at this point, because the air has kind of already done what it can do, which is to slow down the build. Hope comes in. It's a lot of point defenses, though. Ooh, excellent bombing run. Pretty good split there, and yeah, it's a good, what, 5 bots, I think it was? But again, these flanks are just brutal. Another mass extractor is going to go down in the back there. Good spread from, well, he didn't really actively spread there, but kind of pre-spread for Hope. Hello, Petite, and yes, I did get a new mic. I'm glad that you noticed. Hopefully the quality is a lot better for you guys. I was just using my headset mic before, and it's not good. Alright, jump jets do come in. I think we're going to maybe see a detonate here as well. Yeah, there we go. Big detonate there. Takes out pretty much Sloth's entire army. And Sloth's AC is on the retreat, down to about half health. He might be able to take this blob out, but there's more coming behind it, and that's the problem. The air's doing a pretty good job, but these bots just moving around so much, and very good micro from Hope. Sloth desperately trying to get under that factory shield. That point defense is putting in some good work here. But, yeah, I mean, this point, Hope is just kind of almost playing like an AI. Just, okay, here's a small group of units that's going to screw you up. Okay, here's a smaller group of units that's going to screw you up. Okay, here's a small... You get the idea. Lather, rinse, repeat. Sloth now outside of the factory shield, and I think that he's realized now that it's pretty much game over for him. Yeah, and Hope takes the series 2-0. Always sad to see my clanmates drop down to the losers bracket, but Sloth will have another chance to fight it back in this tournament and get back up there to the finals. So congratulations to Hope, and best of luck to Sloth as he works his way through the losers bracket. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more games in just a little bit as soon as we have our brackets updated.
If you're still watching, give a thumbs up to this video. If you liked the video, leave a comment. If you loved the video, please subscribe. And if you are blown away by it, check out my Patreon page. This has been Nite. Take care and peace out.